and today's topic is about anger and how anger is actually a devil in disguise. As you may well know from personal experience, anger is not quite the best feeling to have, right? That sense of complete rage, uncontrollable thinking, and then words that just flow, without a sense of their consequence and whether they're good or bad, you know? As any individual might be, anger kind of happens either suddenly, maybe a situation happens at work or between you and your friend, or maybe you and your parents or any family member, or maybe you're just driving down the road and somebody cuts you off, right? And it just appears, it just sparks, it just fuels you uncontrollably. And sometimes anger really is there because of, I would say, something that you put yourself through, lack of sleep, or as my mom always tells me, if I'm on an empty stomach, I'll probably be very pissed off. It's just nature when you're very hungry or angry. There's nothing to ease your internals. So, regardless of origin of anger, anger is not a very positive thing to have in your life. And why do I say this? Well, let us put it this way. A very common situation usually is you're sitting down with your friend, and then either he or she says something very offensive to you, and then it sparks a disagreement. And from that disagreement, maybe disrespect happens, or maybe they just don't understand you, right? Why? What the hell? And that sparks, fuel of anger, and then words are blurted out, either an offense or whatnot, and that, usually never results in anything positive. And more than likely, it's either an anger that's going to last over a very long time. Why did this person say this? Or why did this happen to me? Or why God? Why me? Or why is the world all against me? And sometimes it is fueled immediately with regret. You or your friend says something very hurtful, and at the same time, you or they don't actually mean it, right? So what do you do then? You didn't mean it. Sometimes friendships end at that point, and they either take years to amend, or they never amended. All because of stuff that was said that was not meant. So what's the use? What's the use of having anger? And sometimes, when you wake up, you feel good, you feel your head is so clear, and decisions are much easier to make. Responses to tough questions are much easier to make. On the contrary of being angry, decisions are either met with silence, or in a way they're made in a very destructive manner. Very rarely that anger results in something positive. Well, not unless somebody is stealing from you and you're pissed off, and that anger is fueling you to get that stuff back. So in most cases, anger is quite the dangerous thing. And why do I say this? I say this because very recently I had maybe 3 continuous weeks. I had over 13 rejections, research opportunities, schools, traveling abroad, that type of thing. And even papers I submitted to be, researched somewhere, and even me getting sick suddenly is one thing that happened literally in a successive matter, one thing after another, non-stop, no breaks. And I just felt so angry, pissed off. So why those people don't understand? Why am I not given a chance? Why? It almost seems like why in these circumstances is one of the most dangerous questions that can be asked. And that fueled my rage to such a degree I couldn't enjoy the company of my family or friends. But to which end? Why? You know? And eventually that anger reached a boiling point. And poor mom was there to take it all in. Of course, Begin's apology or whatnot. But anger, it doesn't really quite solve anything. Um, so what I've learned now is there are certain practices that I do that I'm sure that can help you too. That might seem dumb or stupid, but honestly, they do help. Regardless of how bad your day is, regardless of whatever is going on in your life, if you are able to eat well, eat healthy, and eat properly, at least 3 times a day. And if you're doing ketosis, or you're doing a certain kind of diet, or you're doing interval fasting, please keep in mind that during those times, you might not actually be on your best terms, even if you feel effing phenomenal. So always be aware that you need something to fuel your positivity. And at the same time, have enough sleep. Even if the world is being destroyed, having enough sleep allows you to make very good decisions, allows you to think clearly, and allows you to have fuel for your day. And I say this as an architect, and if you've ever heard people in architecture, they always, they kind of like, yeah, I haven't slept in 4 days, or I slept for 2 hours yesterday, and I'm all ready, got my coffee, and let's do this. But in all honesty, that doesn't really do anything. Most of the best projects that were made on decisions that were done after a good night's sleep. I know this from personal experience. And the other thing is, when you have enough sleep, you are bright, and your energy is much, much clearer. That means people respond to you much better. Regardless of the situation, you probably are able to solve it just by good energy. And one last thing, don't ever sit on anger. Don't let it sit within you for too long. Meditation usually is a good way to let bad energy out. You kind of force yourself to flush all the bad thoughts out. It might seem ineffective maybe the first month or 5 weeks of doing meditation, but trust me, it does help. And I know this firsthand. It is actually one of the things that helped me to change my life for the better. It reminded me of all the good things I have. And the best way to relieve anger quickly is that the moment you wake up, remind yourself of what you are grateful to have in your life. And if you don't know what that is, be grateful that you have the ability to breathe normally, or to see normally. Maybe your heart is beating normally, and you are able to walk all right. And even if you're not able to do that, maybe you're able to speak. And if you're not able to speak, maybe you can do hand signs. There is a million things to be grateful for. Be grateful for the sun. Be grateful for having friends. Be grateful that you are born in this world. You are one chance in literally billions of you here in this world. That means you are here for something. So please let positivity flood your life instead of anger. There's no reason for you to be the Hulk. So let that green all out of your skin. Be you. There's nothing more beautiful, and trust me, a smile and a positive spirit will always win you the battle in the end. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video. And again, as always, if you found this video helpful, please let me know below, or tag your friends, or share this video with somebody you know. And even if you have any advice for me to improve these videos, improve the messages I make, whether it's a small thing or big thing, I'm very grateful to have you, and I look forward to serving you always and forever. Thank you very much. This is Muhammad Ali out. Peace, people.